All right, I'm about to make dinner and Jett is actually eating with us today. So he's officially 6 months old and he is showing all the signs. Woo! Caught my avocado. He is showing all of the signs that he's ready to start solids. He's 6 months old. He's showing interest in what we are eating and drinking, and he is sitting independently. So he is ready. His first food is going to be avocado, just like William. We're doing baby-led weaning, so I'm just going to cut it up like finger length with this little wavy cutter. It makes it easier for them to pick up. And then after he tries that, I'll mash it up and we'll do a spoon so we can get used to the spoon as well. I am pretty much taking exactly what I did with William because we had a good experience. A couple tweaks that I learned along the way. And if you're interested to see all about that, I actually filmed it all, so I'll put a playlist up above for you guys. I talk about why we do baby-led weaning, the benefits, the exact process we did, and then I think I showed you the whole first week of him eating. So there's all of that if you are interested. I filmed that 2.5 years ago, so I don't know, I haven't rewatched it, but those are all there for you if you want like extra details. But I'm gonna prep this and see how he does. Just some avocado slices.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point.
All right, guys, we're gonna do an official update now. The last time we did one like this, he was 3 months old. That's crazy. It's been a while. And there's been a lot of changes. And we'll get to the baby-led weaning stuff in a minute. But I just weighed him and he is 15 pounds, 14 ounces. So you've definitely grown a little bit. I did look up the average weight for his age is like 17 pounds, 8 ounces. So he definitely is on the smaller side, but he's always been like super tall, but then like petite, skinny. So there's that. His eyes have changed from that dark blue to more of a brown. It has like a gray ring, but then brown. So definitely no blue eyes. A little sad about it, but he's still the cutest thing ever. Did you put it back in there? Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Hair hasn't changed color, which is interesting because his older brother lost all his hair and it came back blonde. Looks like you're keeping your hair. And then there's no teeth or anything yet, but he has started to drool just in the past couple weeks. So I'm assuming it is starting. It could take forever. You know, teething is a long process, but it has begun. So like I said, the last time we really chatted, he was 3 months old and he was almost rolling over. He actually rolled over literally like the next day. And then at about 4.5 months, he was starting to get in that crawling position on all fours and doing like the back and forth thing. And like just a couple weeks of that and he was crawling. So he was crawling a little bit after 5 months. That's insane. And then by like 5.5 months, he was going and he is like so fast now. And just in the past couple days, so I guess technically before he was 6 months, somehow, oh my goodness, he's pulling himself up. He's pulling himself up. Ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. You're crawling and you're pulling yourself up into a standing position. I gotta lower the crib. I actually need to have Will do that tonight. Because like the minute I hear him wake up, I like run to the crib just in case. What do you see? Oh, mommy's notes? Yeah. Mommy had to write notes this time because her brain doesn't work as well as it used to. Because I have 2 of y'all now. Or you like the pen? Yeah, we're not gonna go to the pen. Let's come over here. Still loves outside and he loves his brother. Do you love William? Do you love brother? Yeah. I think he actually knows his name, like his own name and brother. He doesn't know that William's name is William, but if I say brother, he'll look straight at him. So that's really cool. He's starting to associate that. I don't think he really knows any other ones at the moment, except maybe Bonnie. He loves our cat Bonnie. Oh my gosh, she walks in the room and he goes crazy. and just starts talking to her. Still does not like the car, but it has gotten a lot better, especially if I play one of his favorite songs. The top one is I Am the Wind by Fred Penner. That is like his go-to. And then he does like Twinkle Twinkle. And then we just found out he likes Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys, which is hysterical. But yeah, I'd say his favorite things are his brother, music, Bonnie the cat, and outside. Oh, and also one thing I did forget to mention is that when he did start rolling over, after the 3-month mark, we took his hands out of the swaddle. So he's just in like a normal old sleep sack now. And he actually started sleeping so much better at that time. You're trying to pull yourself up. Yep. He started sleeping a lot better at that time. I think he's just a belly sleeper because we'll put him down on his back and he'll immediately roll over. And now that he's done that, yeah, you're insane. How are you doing that? Go back on the floor. Why are you standing? Anyway, apparently I'm not allowed to talk to you today. You trying to see? Sorry, my brain is a hot mess. Why am I trying to film this when my brain is a hot mess? Thanksgiving's in like a couple days, so my brain is just full of Thanksgiving timelines and things. But once he could roll over onto his belly, he was sleeping so much better. Ever since his naps, like easy to go down in the crib. They're only 30 minutes normally. Occasionally he'll go to 45, but it's so nice to just know he'll go in the crib for naps. William never did. And then he is still, at night it's still rough, but he will go down for that first stretch. And then after that first stretch, when he wakes up at like midnight, we just co-sleep. I try to put him back, but honestly, it's going to take some sleep training probably sometime soon to put him back in his crib at that night feed. So he'll go down around like 7:30. Well, that's his bedtime. And he was really consistent with that until the past week or so. We just had some later like birthday parties and family events going on. So his bedtime's kind of currently messed up. But overall, he like is really consistent with his bedtime, and it hits 7 o'clock and you're grumpy. So if he's not in bed between like 7:30, it is just chaos, unless we really plan and push for a late nap and everything. But yeah, so he goes down around 7:30, and then he'll wake up around like midnight to 12:30 for a feed, and that's when I can't really easily put him back down. Are you okay? A little spit up? A little spit up action there. But then other than that feed, he'll just wake up one other time in the middle of the night, and then he's normally up around 7:30. So it's so much better than William at this age. Mom is still not sleeping that much, just between getting things done, William getting to bed, all of that. Yeah, but it's okay. The sleep is a little better. Oh yeah, if you guys watch my shorts, then you know that he switched to a crib. He outgrew his bassinet, like literally. The minute he rolled over, he would just like roll into the net, and he would get so mad and wake up. It was a whole thing. So that's why we moved him to his crib. The crib is still in our room, so he's close to us and not like waking up William or anything. Just because he is still waking up multiple times a night. But he definitely likes his crib. All right, now on to feeding, which we kind of already discussed earlier, but he is still exclusively breastfed. I'm still dairy-free. I've tried dairy a couple times here and there, and while he's not like full-on colic craziness, we can tell that his tummy's upset. He's not comfortable. He's not like going to the bathroom easily and all of that, and he spit up some more. So still dairy-free, even though on Thanksgiving I'll probably have some and test it out again. Trying to test it every couple months because I don't think he's actually allergic. I think he was just having some issues getting used to it. So yeah, there's that. But we did start baby-led weaning, which you saw in those clips I already showed you. Did you like eating? You liked eating yesterday? He picked up the avocado pretty well and put it in his mouth right away, took a bite and spit it out. You know, he's trying to figure it out. He didn't seem opposed to eating it more. But after a couple bites and doing that, he did start gagging, which is normal. But it was to the point where he like spit up all of his food. And but it didn't scare him enough to stop eating, so he kept eating. And then he kind of looked a little bored, so we took that away. We ended up giving him some mashed up avocado to try out the spoon. And when he tried that, he really gagged again, and like spit up so much milk, like over and over and over, and it was like a long period of puking, and I felt bad for the guy. So we called it quits, and we'll try again tonight. I think he's trying sweet potato tonight, or banana. It just depends on how much prep I want to do tonight. What are you doing? So he did well. I just felt bad that the poor guy was puking. I know it wasn't like an actual choke, because when he puked, it was just milk. There wasn't actually an avocado. So he's just getting used to the textures and all of that. Are you gonna pull yourself up again? But he is gonna eat on Thanksgiving, which is gonna be super fun. And then as far as me, for a 6-month postpartum update, I don't know what I even want to say. It's just wildly different than the first time around. The first time around, I struggled physically, like my recovery and everything, but I was tired and everything, but mentally I was okay. This time is almost opposite. Physically, I feel really good. I thought I felt good with William. If you go watch those updates, I'm like, I feel back to normal. Yeah, no, I wasn't. And then I tell you the next update, I feel back to normal. So, but I've like consistently felt decent for a while now. Obviously my body's different. Like, you know, I feel like I need to start exercising again and get some things back to the way it used to be, but I feel normal physically. Mentally is another story, which I don't really want to get into right now, because I'm still like realizing how bad it's been. I think I didn't realize because the first month or two, like it was hard and I was tired, but I was doing okay. But the 3, 4, 5 month mark, I just wasn't doing very good emotionally. And now that I'm like coming out of it a little bit, I am realizing it and processing all that. So maybe we'll talk about it in the future when I'm ready. We will see. It's just weird because like I knew I was dealing with some like birth trauma, some birth trauma stuff, but then later on, either that popped up or I don't even know. I don't even know. We'll chat about it later maybe. Anyway, I am back to my pre-pregnancy weight with him, but not my pre-loss weight. Like if you guys have been around, we had an early loss last May, and I gained a lot of weight during and after that. And so I'm not like pre-loss weight, if that makes any sense. Anyway, that is little Jetty's 6-month update. I did not want to end on a sad note. No, because he is doing so well in every category. And we see the doctor next week, and they're going to say, oh my goodness, you're crawling. They're going to say, oh my goodness, you're crawling. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go do some Thanksgiving prep. We will see you all later. Bye.